Hello students, welcome to the calculation involved in the prescription. We will see in this session various percentage calculations, and in the last session we have seen how the density, volume and weight can be calculated by using the formula density is equal to weight upon volume. So in this session we will see how the percentage calculations can be calculated. But before this is just a revision of our first year calculations. So this is actually the prescription drug, whatever the drug, it is required 100 gram, sucrose for 50 gram, purified water up to 1000 ml. So this is the total volume. This is the individual amount required. So what quantities are required to make 50 ml of the serum? जसं आपण first year ला करत होतो, what we will do in first year. So likewise we have to calculate for 50 ml. So this is for 1000 ml, and here you have to write 50 ml, and according to that you have to calculate the quantities for drug and sucrose. So actually there are two methods. We will see all these two methods here. So here is the formula. The quantity of each ingredient in the amount desired is equal to. Means if you calculate the quantity for 50 ml in case of sucrose, so what will be the answer for that? So here is the formula. Quantity of each ingredient given divided by total amount specified in the formula multiplied by total amount desired. So in this case, first we will calculate the quantity for drug. So according to that, quantity of each ingredient, in that case sucrose is required 100 gram for 1000 ml. So you have to calculate for 50 ml. So 100 divided by 1000 divided by 50 is equal to 5 gram. So for 50 ml you required 5 gram of the drug. Likewise same, quantity of sucrose desired is equal to 450 divided by 1000 ml multiplied by 50 ml. Again 450 is the individual quantity for sucrose divided by total amount, that is 1000 ml multiplied by total amount desired. What we want to calculate for we want to calculate for 50 ml. So therefore 450 divided by 1000 multiplied by 50 is equal to 22.5 grams. So the total formula 5 gram of drug, 22.5 gram of sucrose and 50 ml of the water up to required quantity. Okay, so this is the one method. So second method that is given in the manual, that is the factor. Already we have seen this by using the factor. So here the required volume and the volume given. So 50 divided by 1000 is equal to 0.05. This means 0.05 parts of the original quantities are required. So multiply that with the original quantity. So drug, this is the factor, multiply by the quantity for drug. Again for sucrose, this is the factor, multiplied by the individual quantity of the sucrose, and again purified water, same, 0.05 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 50 ml. So same, you can go any one of method that you like. So in some prescription the total amount is not specified. So you have to add that total quantity. Let us see what happened. Representing the relative quantities of ingredient or proportional parts to be used in obtaining any desired total amount. The equation used to solve such type of prescription is the quantity of each ingredient desired is equal to number of parts of each ingredient divided by total number of parts in the formula divided by total amount desired. Same formula is here also. So see here, for example is given. So calculate the quantity of each ingredient required to make 2000 gram of the ointment from the following prescription. So here these are the ingredient: coal tar 5 part, zinc oxide 10 part, and hydrophilic ointment 50 part. So quantity for coal tar is equal to, you have to sum up all this, that is 50 plus 10 plus 5, it will come as 65. So for coal tar, how will you calculate individual quantity? 5 divided by total quantity, that is 65. You have to sum up all these things, multiply by this 2000. You have to prepare this 2000. So the quantity will come 153.85 gram. Again for zinc oxide, same thing, 10 divided by 65 multiplied by 2000. The amount will come like this. Again for hydrophilic ointment, this is mistake actually, you have to write that hydrophilic ointment. So 50 divided by 65 multiplied by 2000, it will come like this. The formula become like this. Means if you want to prepare 2000 gram of ointment, you will require the quantity like this. So this is the another calculations when the total amount is not given. You have to sum up all these ingredients. Okay. Then very important, the question may ask regarding this in your exam for 3 marks, that is a percentage expression. So this is very important. So listen to me very carefully. So percentage means number of parts of a substance present in a total of 100 parts of product or preparation. Okay, all of you are knowing that. For example, 25% means 25 part of a substance present in a total 100 part. Use in the expression of concentration. A type of ratio has no units. Okay. To change the percentage of a fraction, the percentage number becomes the numerator and 100 is the denominator. हे काय झाला numerator and हे काय झाला denominator. To change the fraction to percent, put the fraction in the form of having 100 as its denominator. Every time 100 should be at the denominator point. Multiply by 100 so that the number becomes the percentage. That is, this is for the percentage. So what is the fraction? 25 divided by 100 multiplied by 100 is equal to 25%. Likewise. So this is very important. Listen to me very carefully. So percentage concentration of solutions are expressed as follows. Already we have seen this in first year also. Percentage weight in weight expresses the number of grams of solute in 100 grams of the solution. So this is for the ingredient and this is for the product. This is for the ingredient or the raw material and this is for the product. So here the total 100 grams is there. The percentage weight in volume expresses the number of grams of solute. This is also in the solid form. Therefore, they have used the word solute in 100 ml of solution. So see this. This is in gram. So therefore, the weight the word symbol is there. A W symbol is there. And here in 100 ml solution. Therefore, that is in volume. So this is for the product and this is for the raw material. Again, third one, percentage volume by volume. Here, in both the case, it is in liquid form. Expresses the number of milliliters of solute in 100 ml of solution. Percentage volume in weight expresses the number of milliliter of solute. So here is the raw material present in the liquid form and the product is in the gram form, that is in the weight form. That is the 100 grams of the solution. समझलें? Okay? Understood? So therefore the percentage in the various pharmaceutical preparation is expressed as the type of the preparation. If it is a mixture of solid in liquid, so solid in liquid, you can write like this in both the cases, W by W and W by V. If the solution or suspension of the solid or liquid in liquid, then again W by V and V by V. Okay. If it is the solution of liquid in liquid, you have to write V by V. If it is a solution of gases in liquid, you have to write W by V. You have to take the weight of that gas and that is divided by the volume. So these are the very important formula. You have to remember this formula because sometimes the sums can be asked by using this formula. For preparing 1% weight by volume solution, any of the following formula are identical in strength can be used. So 1 grain in 110 milligrams gives 1% of solution. Again 4.375 grains in 1 fluid ounce gives 1% solution. 35 grains in 8 fluid ounce gives 1% solution. 1 ounce in 100 fluid ounce again can give 1% of the solution. So this is the very important formula. 4.375 grains in 1 fluid ounce gives 1% solution. If the in case of the metric system, okay, we will see. So this is, in this case, this is very important formula. So formula 1 should be used when the volume required is small and the strength of the solution is weak. Formula 2, 3 and 4 used according to the quantity solution to be prepared. While using the formula 1, it is not permitted to weigh less than 1 grain of the solid on dispensing balance because it is a low sensitivity balance. Hence the volume prepared may be much more than the required volume. The excess volume so prepared may be rejected or preserved for further dispensing. See this one example. I have taken this example. Atropine sulfate half percentage and aqua QS 2 drachm. So calculation 2 drachm means what? 2 multiplied by 60 is equal to 120 minims. 1 grain of atropine sulfate dissolved in 110 minims gives 1% of solution, that is the formula, and hence minimum weighable quantity is 1 grain and hence 1 grain of atropine sulfate dissolved in this 220 minim. 220 minim. We have to double this quantity. So it will become half percentage of weight by volume. Clear? 1 grain of atropine sulfate dissolved in 100. This is our formula. 1 grain of atropine sulfate dissolved in 110 minims gives 1%. So in this case we required half percentage. That is the half percentage. So what will be required? So according to that we can calculate. Again these sums are given in your notes also. You can refer that also. So dispense 120 minims and reject the remainder because you require only this much. So see the second example. Prepare 4 fluid ounce of a 5% solution of a substance. So how we can calculate? By taking the metric equivalence, that is 35 grains dissolved in 8 fluid ounce gives 1% solution. That for 5% multiply by this by 5. Again this is for 8 fluid ounce, so divided by this 8 ml, you will get the result like this. So you have to calculate this and this will be required for 5%. Okay. So answer here is the 87.